This is what my marble cat shark does all day. Just lays and sleeps. But this is how you know you have a saltwater addiction. So, owning a shark is number one. You know, things that you probably shouldn't have. And then big fish tanks are addiction number two. And then you keep stocking up on fish and buckets everywhere, plumbing parts everywhere, pumps, more and more buckets. I don't know, even air pumps and RODI water that I'm keeping cycling, or not cycling, just turning over so it doesn't get stagnant. RODI unit just sitting on the counter making the RODI water. Another brute garbage bin. Extra carbon blocks and sediment filters for the RODI unit. More fish stuff just in a bag, just laying around. Saltwater testing solutions just in the living room. It's next to the fish tank, but fish tank behind your bathroom door. And then you got the test tube drying station. Bucket next to the toilet. Bucket. Got a pump or a siphon there. 2 more siphons here. 2 more tanks here, quarantine tanks. I have a goby in there, and I have a purple tang in the other one. Here's another fish tank. Actually, see that little guy? He was born with a humpback, and when I got him, he was freaking tiny. He's fat right now from eating. He's in there with another buddy. There they are. But I actually bought him so nobody else would buy him, because that's probably a fish that would have been called, but somebody didn't call him, which, I mean, thankfully he's a cool little fish. And then this little guy was being picked on by my other clownfish before I knew you couldn't have more than 2 clownfish. So I ended up putting these 2 guys together, and they've never had any issues. You can see his humpback now. But on to the next one. And another fish tank. I don't know what all these white dots are, but little flame angel and another blue clownfish. So what is that? That's tank number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. Right next to tank number 7. Let me zoom in. See all the blue on that guy? It looks green because my flashlight's on. But tank number 7. And tank number 8 with my 2 Mocha Storms. That's how you know you have a saltwater addiction. It's crazy. Another sign for saltwater addiction is salt creep everywhere. Splashing on your mirrors, just everywhere. I mean, I tried to just clean it up a little bit, but this is what life is like. More salt creep. Did I mention more salt creep everywhere? Walls peeling up. One day I'm gonna make everything into a rack system. Away from the walls, hopefully. More buckets, more parts to UV sterilizer. You look out the window, I got another fish tank and filter and setup. That one's for the snake, but more tanks. Another 90-gallon that I put an overflow box on that's never been used. But just fish tanks and fish and oh yeah, more fish tanks. A 40-gallon. I think that's a 10. The stand. Hang on the back refugium. That's the copper tank. So I got all the copper related stuff in there. Filter. Turtles. I got turtles. Chameleons. I got leopard geckos. I got 2 in there. There's one. I gotta clean this tank. Holy cow. Axolotls in a 75-gallon. Hannah's Solutions. I had the copper tank in my living room, some more salt creep. You got bottles of bacteria. But that's how you know you have a saltwater addiction.